But before discussing the next conclave, it is necessary to shed light on the abdication of Benedict XVI and the question of the frauds, plural, of the 2013 conclave, which sooner or later will have to give rise to an official investigation. And this is the reason we're having a video today. The person asks him, who's the cardinal who's going to change things in the next conclave? And Viganò says, hold up. We're not talking about the next conclave till we talk about the last conclave. We need an official investigation on the abdication of Benedict. Was it valid or invalid? Did he resign the munus of the papacy? Yes or no? It's a binary question. If the answer is no, he did not renounce the munus, he's still the Pope right now. Secondly, Archbishop Viganò says, we got to look into the 2013 conclave because, according to Viganò, there are frauds. I've done many videos and I've talked about it in writing and infiltration. The St. Gallen Mafia, the polling for votes. Ex-Cardinal McCarrick at Villanova talked about the distinguished Italian gentleman who came to him to assist in electing Jorge Bergoglio from Argentina to the papacy, with the idea that within 5 years they could establish the agenda of the St. Gallen Mafia. What's the St. Gallen Mafia's agenda? Women's ordination. Perhaps also married ordination. And laxity on all moral issues, which has to do with LGBT, the A word, unnatural marriage. And with the LGBT, the T is becoming increasingly tolerated and celebrated amongst the James Martin Jesuit crowd. And a reminder, Bergoglio Francis is a Jesuit. If there were to be proofs of irregularity, the conclave would be null. The election of Bergoglio, null, just as all his appointments, acts of government, and magisterium would be null. Think about that for a second. If Benedict is still the Pope, or if the 2013 conclave is irregular, invalid, that means every single document, every encyclical constitution, everything that Francis has done is invalid and null. Every saint canonized by Bergoglio would be null. And every appointment and acts of government would be null, including the appointment of bishops. It would not make those bishops de facto invalid, but their appointment to have jurisdiction would be. This would be a great earthquake within the Catholic Church if this were to be the case. Has it happened before? Yes. Have there been anti-popes before who have made written documents and acts of government and appointments pretending to be pope that weren't really pope? Yes, it's happened. There's 40 anti-popes in the history of the Catholic Church? An average of something like 4 or 5 per century? Well, Taylor, that would never happen because the gates of hell will not prevail. Look, the gates of hell will never prevail the church. That doesn't mean there can't be anti-popes. There's already been so many. An average of what? 4 per century? And you're saying we're not due for one?